Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry about all these interruptions to the programming today. There's just so many things that I want to check out and delve into, you know. So we're kind of jumping around. Hey Kenrick, sorry. I just had a break for lunch. Well, I'm still actually eating my lunch. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna eat a little bit like on stream. I don't know if I should maybe turn off my camera so you don't have to watch my gross masticulating. Is that it? Is that what it's called? Masticating. My gross masticating. But anyway, yeah, so Vlad's had some big changes. Well, not big changes. Vlad's had some minor changes, and Isabella's also had some minor changes to her skill tree. We were just having a look at these changes before. We'll have a look at them again during the game, but yeah, I kind of, yeah, I don't know if I really like the changes to Isabella a lot, but Vlad's changes are cool. Nothing too major, but one of the things that excited me was the plus 40 relations with Empire. All this stuff's the same. Basically, we could start with Isabella. She's pretty much the same, except for all vampires get 25% extra weapon strength when they're in her army. In any army, sorry. She gets plus 3 capacity for vampires. Vlad, you know, gets slightly less capacity for vampires, doesn't get the extra 25% damage, but all of his characters get plus 10% movement, and he still gets the unique building in Drakenhof that allows them to, you know, pump out the vampires, which is the important thing. That kind of makes the Vlad and Isabella campaign superior to Manfred, because with Manfred or Gorst, you don't get the vampires, you know, you can't build the vampire stacks. So yeah, anyway, none of that stuff's new from this patch, but there is some stuff that's new, so we'll get in and check it out. So just notifying, sorry, I was going to sound.
Control the lands to the north.
I'll just quickly, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. No, it's me. Just, you know, tweeting people and all that kind of stuff. Hey, hello, Edwin Carstein. How you going, man? Messy bribe to CA employee for early access. That's it. Hey, Sarah Morrison. What's this then? This is Vlad. So we actually just checked this out before on the previous live testing stream, but yeah, Vlad's got a few new skills. This kind of line's changed, like this stuff up the top here is kind of moved down here, and everything else is basically the same. It's just this top section here that's changed a bit. Yeah, all the stuff's the same. Yeah, so you've got Cloud of Horror, that used to be up there. Now it's in this chain, so you got to get that first to get these things. That used to be up there as well. There used to be a separate thing. Mesmerizing Aura, that's the Aura of Grandeur. Now he gets an upgrade when you do this. Gives you -6 melee attack in an aura around him, so that's pretty cool. He's got this is the skill that I'm basically playing this campaign to check out. So plus 40 relations with Empire, and plus 15% range and missile strength for his Sylvanian ranged units, which is not a huge deal. Also, this is a new, what do you call that? A new thing that only attacks flying units. So that's interesting. And oh yeah, we've got this thing as well, which gives him sundering attacks, plus 5 weapon damage to Lord's Army, really good with skeleton stacks, and plus 10% weapon strength to Lord's Army, which should be really good for vampire stack as well. I like that cleaning up a bit of some of the older. Yeah, it's good. Isabella's actually got some new skills as well that are really pretty interesting, so we'll check them out too in a sec.
Drown in blood. I never tire.
I thirst. Yes, my lord of death.
I'm just get a free level for her. We'll she get Master of the Black Arts. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We could send this hero here to get a free level, but we kind of want her to be in the battle.
So be it.
We're going to attack them next turn, so... Isabella's available straight away. So that's the other thing why I like to go Vlad, because you can attack this on turn 2, and Isabella's like already there and ready to go. So that's nice. We could build some units, but just won't bother. Actually, I don't think we'll actually build anything. That's alright. We'll just go for lords. Sure, what we want here. I guess Blood Kiss would be good. We will go for re-skeletons and stuff, but I'm not really that bothered because I'm planning on going for all vampire stack. Yeah, we're going to take out Manfred first. We won't kill him though. We'll enslave him, and then we'll make him love us, and then we'll confederate him.
All shall know me and tremble.
Yeah, so as discussed, we can, taking Vlad first gives us that plus movement to everyone. The loss on damage, Legend kind of convinced me on this one. The minus 25% loss of damage, weapon damage for vampires. It is significant, it is a thing, but you're going to be doing most of the damage with magic anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
King of Darkness.
And yeah, I have kind of really come to appreciate like positioning, being able to get where you want to be, does make a huge difference. Can't fit. Eat my lunch and crap everywhere. Well, not crap. I got my keyboard and the microphone in the way, basically.
Devourer of light. Annihilate them. Death. I want their souls.
10% movement is much better than 25% strength on vampires. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that,
I assent.
Edward?
Isabella von Carstein. As you say.
Do you like? Yeah. Do you kind of just feel like it is, or do you have any
Into darkness.
thoughts? Yeah, I might fight this battle. I feel like casualties high seems a bit excessive. I think casualties like medium sounds fine. Sounds more like it. Or low. Excuse me for eating my lunch on stream. Sorry guys. I'm just eager to get back to it, Alright.
Bow before me.
I think we're going to go pretty straightforward. We're just, running the gate, kill everyone inside. Pretty straightforward. some bats up front so they can sort of tank the damage a bit.
I am busy. Fight Van Hell. Like them.
Extra movement highly. Yeah, movement's good, man. Like, it's just like being able to get where you want to be is such a good thing. Also, like being able to project force kind of thing, you know, like that's why ranged is another reason why ranged is so good as well, because when you're in a battle, you know, wherever you want that force to be, you can just point them there, you know. Whereas if you've only got infantry, you know, they kind of get stuck and then they can't sort of do whatever you want them to do necessarily. Good charge bonus here or what? Yeah, doing a bit of damage. Yeah, I'm not a very aggressive. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really a very aggressive player. I don't know. I guess I'm just like I just make up my own little strategies and then I kind of set about trying to make them come true. Sometimes that means I need to be aggressive, but mostly I'm more of a turtler, I would say, if anything. I'm still gonna try to just kill all of these guys. Yeah, they kind of, there's sort of too many units. I think they're kind of spreading out a bit.
Vlad von Carstein.
Spearman. What's the videos today? Let's see. Hey James, Maze. Yeah, they're all streams mainly. I did one video yesterday because they didn't get much time because we only just got the early access. Yeah, I did one video yesterday and then I did three. This is my third stream today. I broke up the streams a bit because I thought it'd be easier to find, for people to find stuff, you know, if they were sort of broken up into the different, what do you call it, subjects, I guess. So we've got, did a good Grombrindle campaign for just about 11 turns or so, just to get that, try out that first 10-turn Black Crag strategy. That was pretty fun, and I definitely want to continue that. And Grombrindle's probably one of the campaigns I was the most excited about, so that was cool. But yeah, Vampire Counts, you know, they're kind of always one of my backup ones. They're not necessarily one of my favorites, but whenever I'm kind of tired of my favorites, the vampires are like one of my go-tos, you know? Alright, doors open.
Swiftly.
What else can we take out? If we could separate these guys. Well, these are small, aren't they? Small, yeah, okay. So we can sort of keep them here and get those guys go put there. Just trying to keep these guys occupied.
Night
We should see how we give Vlad like tabletop. No, no, the guy has flat. Oh, really? Can Vlad fly on the tabletop? I didn't even know that. It's pretty cool. Does he? How does he fly? Does he turn into a bat, or does he just sort of like just cruise around? Just be like, gravity doesn't affect me. Fuck it. Kind of deal.
Your time has come. We are the new order.
Vlad turns into a bat. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. They don't really have. Oh, well, I suppose they do have. Now that they've got what do you call it? Now that they've got Malice. You know, Malice can transform.
Vlad von Carstein.
We are immortal.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool if Vlad could change, like, maybe there's a cooldown on it or something like that, and he could change back and forth. And it'd be good if he was, like, he couldn't really fight very well when he was in bat form. When he's in bat form, does he have different stats on the tabletop, or does he still fight with the same number of attacks and everything? I'll have a look in a sec, Jolathon. It's just yeah, he's just got the main thing that there's a couple of little changes. Basically, all of the skills that were sort of not in a line, they were just up the top that you can take individually. Now they're actually in a line altogether. So that's one of the main changes, and then there's a couple of changes that have skills that have actually been altered. One of them gives him plus 40% relations with the Empire. That's the one that I'm interested in because I like to do my Emperor Vlad campaigns where I try to take over the Empire and be their Emperor. Yeah, plus 40 is pretty good. We need to get him into a lot of fights to be able to get him to level 13 to get it, though. Or the 12, sorry.
Noble of the night, your time has come.
Yes, Lord. With haste, swiftly.
I am darkness.
Nah, fuck it, we'll just send everyone in. What are they gonna do? Minus 40 melee attack, they aren't gonna be hitting too much even with their anti-large. His update seems huge. It does seem huge. It seems really good. It's not like they fixed every single faction in the game, but they fixed a bunch of things on a bunch of factions. Well, they basically fixed Beastmen, obviously, and I think they might have fixed Dwarves as well. If they didn't fix them, then they definitely improved them. They've been slowly making little changes to improve the Dwarves over time, but they haven't really changed the essential kind of problem with them. Whereas I think this new one is good. It because it gets rid of the tier 5 thing. Like, no, there's nothing locked behind tier 5 now. They can get everything at tier 4, which is one of the main problems with Dwarves before. Exactly, James, yeah. Cool. Yeah, no, moving them down a tier is really good, and moving the engineer down a tier and giving Gromby a free engineer hero at the start was both really good. Does I wonder if does Thorgrim get a free hero at the start? Does anyone know? Because yeah, they gave Grombrindle an extra engineer hero, which is really cool. They gave Belegar a skill that gives him an extra ancestral hero once he levels up a bit. They made engineers a lot better as well, yeah, for sure. A lot better, and they made them better, and they made them more fun, more interesting. They've got like active abilities. They've got, you know, their abilities are more dynamic and interesting now.
Vlad von Carstein.
Heinrich's down a tier, yeah, for sure. I want to do my Grombrindle Space Marine army now. With Ironbreakers and Iron Drakes and Grombrindle and engineers. Yeah, 3 engineers so that all of my Iron Drakes and Drakes get extreme ammunition, and my Iron Breakers get 3 blasting charges instead of 2. That'd be awesome. I'll take that just to make sure we get the movement. A lot of these changes are in SFO and Radius. Early game struggle always stopped me playing them. Yeah, the early game is just a bit unfun. I wonder if it made it easier. I mean, the start that I've got now, courtesy of Centralmore, thanks Centralmore, it means I get off to a pretty easy start with Volkmar, although Legend reckons it's a bit dangerous, like, you know, it opens you up to other dangers later on in the campaign or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's not that great, but I don't know, I mean, I found it to be really good, Russian Black Crag. Even if you lose Silver Road, like I did just earlier today, it's like, who cares, it doesn't really matter. Alright, we're just gonna go ham on the Lords. Oh, knowledgeable. Yeah, that one. See, we want to keep recruiting as many of these guys as we can and then put them away. But yeah, we want to roll around with 4 Lords ideally so we can start getting that vampire cap up as fast as possible. We want to start recruiting them as quickly as we can. I think it's funny that a lot of the changes are in SFO already. Well, I mean, you know, when people make mods, they usually make mods to improve the game. So it's like pretty, you know, and like, okay, so on the one hand, you know, it could be that the people who made the mods were just genius, out of left field thinkers that just thought up stuff that nobody else could think of. But I'm guessing it's probably much more of a case that the people who made the mods put in the stuff that everybody told them that they wanted, you know, to a large degree. And the same people are telling CA that they want the same things. So it's sort of like, you know. Like all the stuff that's popular in SFO and Radius, you know, that sort of stuff's probably got a chance of making its way into the main game at some point, you know. All the stuff that's like a little bit weird or is specific to the creator's personality or the specific vision that they've got, that's the stuff that's maybe not as likely to get in, you know. What would you say the overall, because I haven't played SFO, what would you say the overall sort of point of SFO is, I guess, for want of a better word. Like, you know, like what's the sort of essential thing that's different about it?
Lord of the dead.
Yeah, I might sack this.
Isabella von Carstein.
Everything dies. Shuffle this way. Absolutely not.
Let us
Bring me zombie fodder.
Silver Road's tier 3, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's right, you want to get Silver Road's tier 3. I mean, Silver Road's going to get to tier 3 a lot faster if you're going to hold on to the rest. But yeah, I wasn't able to, unfortunately.
Lord of the night.
Okay. Isabella tries to be closer to the tabletop by enforcing army composition and slowing things down. Okay. Well, I guess I'd say, like, you know, that's probably the thing that won't get adopted by CA. You know what I mean? Like, CA, yeah, well, maybe not won't, but, you know, that's the part that's less likely to get adopted by CA, you know? Like, CA presumably don't want their game to be slower, and they don't want to enforce tabletop army composition, otherwise they would have done that, you know? Maybe, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's sort of what I was getting at before, like, the essential vision that the creators got, that's where they're saying, oh, the game's great, like, I love Warhammer, but I just wish that it was, like, different in this way. And that's the part that's not going to be in the main game, you know what I mean? But
Darkness comes.
cool. Cool, yeah, cool. So I gave the stupid trait to this other guy. That's good.
And tremble.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd like an option to slow things down. I think it was in Medieval 2. Was it Medieval 2 that they had the where you could sort of play on fast or slow? Or maybe it was Stainless Steel. I mainly played Stainless Steel mod. I never really played that much vanilla. I mean, no, I played a fair bit of vanilla, but I played a shit ton of Stainless Steel. But yeah, I think I remember one of those having like a there was like a long campaign, slow campaign or whatever, and the long campaign had the different events that happened in history where technology came out and stuff like that. They happened later.
Darkness comes.
And we're more spaced apart. So just working towards Children of the Night level 2 so we can get our vampire cap up. Can't actually build vampires yet though. One more turn.
It is night.
In Sisyphus, you can tell what the devs don't like, e.g. slaves for Dark Elves, massive decline, and almost no value. Oh, really? So they just don't want you to have slaves as the Dark Elves?
Join me for dinner.
I think shit, I'm about to get philosophical now. There's I've been watching a YouTuber called B Dobbins FTW, and yeah, he's pretty good. He's a really good writer, and he like kind of writes this sort of, I don't know what is this, philosophical, political stuff, but all framed in the framework of like a gamer, someone who's addicted to games, basically. And gamers in general, not so much necessarily about addiction, but also like just as an alternate lifestyle, you know, kind of like I think he almost thinks of gamers as like punks or hippies or something like that, you know, like gamers are like a movement, you know, like a rejection of, you know, a rejection of mainstream lifestyles and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. He's really interesting. I'd definitely check out his videos if you haven't heard of him. But anyway, one of the things he argues is that leisure is like super important for human beings. Like, you can't just feed and love and whatever humans and give them a job and stuff like that. Like humans need leisure and they need recreation where they're doing stuff just for fun. Otherwise, they'll just lose their shit basically and shoot everyone. Makes sense. Hey Alec, yeah, it's a new stream. You missed a day. You blacked out, bro. It's Friday now. Yeah, I know I should be rushing Wind of Death, but I don't know. I figure I'll just level up my Shadow Mage with Pendulum, and you know that'll keep us out of trouble for a while.
Bats and wolves gather. King of Darkness.
Descendant of Bathory.
I never tire.
Excuse me.
I thirst.
I reckon.
Bring me flesh to craft. Move!
I wonder if I should keep that. Well, this. No, I'll keep this one. Yeah, it's fine. I'll do my normal thing. You shouldn't black out that fast. Beastman DLC will unlock soon. Yeah, true. Okay. Sorry about. Excuse me again for eating, guys. I had a break for lunch, but I didn't have time to finish my lunch, and I didn't want to miss out on gaming. But yeah, definitely check out B Dobbins FTW. He's got a really cool channel. It's pretty big as well. He's got like 350,000 subscribers. Pretty well known. Hey, John.
Unstoppable.
If you like, you know, like philosophy and stuff like that. $620. I mean, I do like my Blood Knights, but I mean that's a bit excessive, isn't it?
Bow before me.
That's looking a lot better. Leisure is a catalyst for inspiration. Yeah, exactly. And working, you know, 8, 10, 12 hours a day, and having all your mental energy used up on some kind of mind-numbing shit that you don't care about. You know, like, fuck that.
The von Carstein.
I'm not saying that you should, not saying that you shouldn't work or that you should be like a parasite or whatever. Necessarily. I don't know what the answer is, but yeah, I think it's perfectly okay to not be super excited about the prospect of just, you know, working away at a dead-end job forever, you know. What was going on with the Lamian 100% upkeep reduction? never noticed it being 100%. Pretty sure there was always, you know, an upkeep there.
Countess of Silver.
So I'm nearly finished my lunch. I'll stop. I'll, you know, speed up a bit in a second.
They will serve. Greetings. Thou stand before the rightful elector of Stirland.
If I declare wars for the next 10 turns, he pretty much has to join me, doesn't he?
Who calls?
If you embed vampires into a single stack on legendary, they cost way less than it should. Okay. Well, I've got the 50% reduction. Well, maybe it's reducing the base by 50% instead of additively, you know. So the base goes from 250 to 125, but then it would go up to 138 or something from the legendary. Oh yeah, it's just a legendary. So it's like there's no supply lines on them. I just find them gross. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Vlad's pretty gross. Yeah, heroes should be affected by supply lines, but yeah, they're roughly costing as much as they would without supply lines. I don't think it's that they're not being affected by supply lines. I'm sure that they'll go down even further once they get rid of some of these lords. What are we doing here? 20%. So I could theoretically go 10% this direction.
In my own time. You dare.
I am gone. Queen of Darkness.
Alright, so what's the go? Reckons we're going to lose all our good stuff. Seems a bit excessive. How about we fight it out and see what happens? Yeah, they're pretty fun. Yeah, you've just got to embrace the grossness with Vlad, really. But the rest of them, I don't really mind the rest. I wish Vlad did have a nose, though. I gotta admit. I like the Dracula, the handsome Dracula version, you know. Oh yeah, they're really fun to play. The only thing I don't like about them is that their units, you know, I don't really care about their units, which I think is cool. It's kind of like their vibe, you know, because all their characters are the vampires, you know, and then all the units are just like just, you know, nameless, irrelevant stuff.
Master Necromancer. With haste.
But so yeah, I feel like I kind of lean into that when I play, like as a roleplay thing. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I guess I wish they had more variety of their heroes. Like, I wish there was more types of vampires. Maybe there's a male vampire hero as well, and maybe they had like 2 or 3 different ways you could spec them, or something. Or maybe there was more different models, or something. Like, yeah, I wish there was more characters and I don't know, something.
Vlad von Carstein. You dare? Ever onward.
That looks like a corpse because technically he should be dead during Total Warhammer 2. Yeah, but he died heaps of times. And he just comes back. They found his ring again or something. I think, didn't he only die because they found his ring and they stopped him from regenerating? But I think the storyline in this is that they found his ring again and gave it back to him. Something like that. Maybe when they put Neferata in. Well, you reckon Neferata will heal his face? Is there any lore? There's no lore reason for that to happen, is there? They had to walk really far away, didn't they? Oh, more vampire types. Yeah, maybe. Because I mean, Skaven have got shit tons of heroes. Like, I think vampires should get some more heroes as well. Like, oh, I can't remember his name now. One of the von Carsteins, he used to be a Knight of the White Wolf, and so he's got like heavy armor and stuff, and looks like a Knight of the White Wolf, but a vampire. It's like a space wolf. Jerlik von Carstein or something like that? I can't remember. Jarek? Maybe Jarek von Carstein? Yeah, not 100% sure.
Bow before me.
We are immortal.
Blood Knight vampire hero? Yeah, maybe, yeah. I guess that would be like a bonus thing. I was more wanting to be more like Sylvanian vampires, just to fill out their like family, like the Addams family kind of thing.
On death's wings. Death and destruction. I will.
Get in there, son. We can try and stop them from charging, then we're good. So at least they don't get a charge bonus. Ah, they charged.
Die!
End them.
Vampire! Blood frenzy! Magic!
Oh yeah, Bloodline Palace sounds pretty cool.
No one can stop. Vlad von Carstein.
Going for Batu sec. I was thinking about it. I mean, probably not. I was looking at the skills before and I didn't think they looked that good. I mean, they're certainly not better than a vampire doom stack. You know what I mean? Didn't really land much of that. Yeah, I'd like more legendary heroes. Like, it'd be cool if they had, I don't know, like, you know how how Drika's got the quest to get Coador? It'd be cool if like all of the stories of all of the various vampire heroes were all kind of intertwined in, you know? So you would kind of encounter all of them during the campaign.
End them!
This guy's a necromancer, isn't he? Yeah. Should be wrecking him. His monstrous inventory is still picking us up as well.
Bring death!
Oh, keep
Face
going.
your fate, mortal. Bring death!
Wish there's blood, but yeah, it'd be cool if you could specialize them, or yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'd like more of a story type of thing. Yeah, where there's different heroes and you kind of unlock them as you go along, or whatever, or you do different quests and stuff to unlock different ones, or something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Blood!
I thirst.
Yeah, I kind of agree, I guess.
Love eternal. Vampire. Curse of undeath.
We're struggling here.
All shall perish. Vlad von Carstein.
His lady.
You done? Yeah. Alright, that was pretty tough little battle. We held out for a while. Then the CA come up with the legendary hero idea sooner. Yeah. I think the idea was around, they just, you know, they didn't decide to go for it at that time. Maybe they'd already decided to. Maybe they decided to do it, you know, ages ago. They just had a priority list of jobs to do, you know, and that wasn't at the top.
Everything dies.
Right.
Vlad von Carstein.
And we can still make it back here, which is very good.
All shall know me and tremble.
Valiant defeat, eh? That's not great.
Shed their blood.
What about
Massacre
if
them.
we recruit some... See, I feel like these units aren't even really worth recruiting because they're just going to die so fast.
The world. Annihilate them. What do you want? To the shadows.
Hey, Monkey, how you going, man? Have you gotten the hero yet? No, we're about to, though. We're, where is he, actually? Should be floating around here somewhere. He's legendary, so I think he should be still alive.
Queen of darkness. I go.
You go, hey Mercy, you go straight spells with Vlad until Arcane Conduit or add blue line. Hey James, I usually go spells first, although in this case I'm taking, I put 1 point to,
All
so yeah.
shall perish.
So it depends how scared you are. Like if you're pretty scared, then I'd say, yeah, just beeline down spells as fast as you can to get Wind of Death. If you're pretty confident that you've got it all under control and you're not going to get ganked too early, then, you know, you can be a bit more looser with it, I guess. I'm feeling like it's going to be all okay, so I'm not beelining for it, but, you know, I probably will. I'll be here, and then I'll get into a really bad battle and that I could have won with Wind of Death, and then I'm going to hate myself. So, yeah. But, yeah, I don't go down blue line. I just take the 1 point in Restless. Go spells first, but yeah, sometimes I take the hunger because it just makes them a lot tougher. Like immediate, like for a 1 pointer, like it makes them a lot tougher. You know, drunk chatting is hard. No, but yeah, that's basically my thoughts on it. With Vlad, I never really go red line, but you could go for like, I don't know. There's lots of options, but yeah, I don't know. I usually go vampire stacks, so I don't really waste points on any red line stuff.
I want their souls.
Vlad's pretty good for buffing, you know, skeletons and stuff like that as well.
Speak. Countess of Sylvania. Join me for dinner.
Usually medium. We're just going to lose some bats. That's fine. I don't really care about those bats. It'll save us some time so we don't have to fight it. Those Vamps Redline is the last thing I look at. Yeah, for sure. If you were going for like cheap free skeletons and stuff, then you know, maybe if you had like a second lord and you wanted to, yeah, I don't know. I never take red liners and vampires. Yeah, I guess, to be honest. I do think about it quite a lot. I just, yeah, come to think of it, I never really take anything in the red line.
What? We are in agreement. You dare. The von Carstein.
You know, so guys, jump is really hot. I guess it's need a bit of a costume change. It's yeah, getting really hot in that that long sleeve top that I had on. Yeah, I don't normally stream during the daytime, so it doesn't get so warm. Well, that way. I get confused which way my part goes because I'm only looking in the mirror, but then the camera is the opposite way to the mirror.
The world will drown in blood.
Isn't it winter down there? Yeah, it is. Enter Prisoner Mercy with the stripes. For sure. Red and blue are low priority in Vampire Counts. Yeah, you don't really want Lightning Strike so much because you're generally gonna... If you're going Skeletons, then you don't really want Lightning Strike because you're generally rolling around in 4 stacks. But yeah, I usually do try and take Lightning Strike so that if I need to, I can, you know. But, yeah, that's it. If you're crap stacking with Skeleton, you don't really need Lightning Strike. But you know, I always thought since I went vampire stacks, I do need Lightning Strike, right? Because I've got all these vampires. It's a really powerful single army. Could take out 4 enemy armies one at a time, no problem, and all that sort of stuff. But then somebody pointed out to me that if you got a full stack of vampires, you can take out 4 armies at once. So what do you need Lightning Strike for? So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a good point. I got every single trait is shit. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. All bad. So what we'll do is I'm just gonna farm a little bit because we don't have a cap up yet, so there's no point in just recruiting as fast as we can. We may as well farm. Higher and fire, yeah, that's right. Yeah, normally when I play as Isabella, because she's got a cap, her cap is 3 higher, so you're already, you're already ready to kick off to the races straight away. Whereas with Vlad, you're a little bit slower. You got to level up 3. You got to level up 3 lords before you can get to that point.
Lord of the dead.
I don't really want to keep these guys. They're expensive.
I am Vlad, champion of the dark.
Doing the vassal cheese? No, I'm not going to do the vassal cheese because I want to become the emperor of I want to become the emperor. So I need to maintain good relations and be able to get peace treaties and stuff like that. So the vassal cheese means that you can still, with the vassal cheese, you can still confederate. They don't seem to care about that, but you can't. But you can't get any, alliances or anything like that. They don't trust you to keep them, I guess. Strong, God, Lordkeeper. Lordkeeper's not the best, but you can take it, I guess.
Ready.
We can always dish it again later on if they... if nothing better arises.
Darkness comes. Yes, you will be rewarded.
Descendant of Victory.
Yeah, so
To darkness.
when I'm going for the vampire stacks, I tend to not really beeline for...
Of light. No.
not really beeline for...
Darkness. It is night. Deliver it unto me. Wipe them out.
not really beeline for Wind of Death because I'm trying to level up all these other vampires to get more vampire cap.
They will serve. None shall live.
Yeah, you can farm relations, but you can't farm loyalty. You know, you'll lose loyalty with the vassal cheese. And I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to do the vassal cheese. Oh, there's Kevin von Lloydstein. He's still around. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that as much as I can now, but they're probably going to get taken out, so... But usually when you, I wonder if I should... So normally I go for these two, and that way I can defend against, I can defend against Avalan when they invade as well. But maybe I should go for Ostermark, because Ostermark usually gets taken out anyway, so I can like attack that without pissing off the elector counts.
What? My kin.
If I can just stay out of the way of everybody for a while, might be able to get away with that. I mean, well, it's extremely unlikely I'll avoid a war with Avalan though. Unless we could... Yeah, I can't get them to join. Oh yeah, we can. So they're probably just going to take... they're probably just going to take his land now though, that's the only thing. Yeah, my loyalty's already very low. But it's not, it's only low as in low, it's not very low. Hey, Jacob Schutz, welcome. Alright, we still haven't made it to level 3 with anybody. I mean level 4 with anybody.
Bats and wolves gather.
Who wishes the red kiss?
Did my first few matches in multiplayer, 2 of 3 matches won. I think watching streams like this really helped. Oh, awesome! That's really cool, Jacob. Even though I never do multiplayer really. I was thinking I should do some multiplayer soon though. I think I'll do it as like a celebration thing or something. Like maybe when I get to, you know, the next milestone or whatever, I might do a multiplayer thing. I was thinking about doing it a while ago. Because cheese works even in my multiplayer, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a noob multiplayer thing. I was talking about this a while ago where, you know, all people who aren't very good at multiplayer, we all get together and play some multiplayer against each other and just not be very good. And maybe if there's one person that does know how to do it properly, they can just give a shit and we might learn. Yeah, I mean, you definitely can learn stuff that's relevant to multiplayer from campaign, but it's not like a direct crossover. Oh, we got our blood kiss. Just need one more.
Never. Yes.
It's still low. We need to get some more wars going. Oh, we could also go for Clan Ferric. Alright, well, this guy's all 3, so he can lead the way. Hey, Christian Beatty, welcome, man. You're member number 31, I believe. I appreciate it. If you check out a Discord, if you're not already on the Discord, there's a link below. Just go onto the Discord and just shout out to me or one of the moderators, and they'll give you a special role, patron role, so you can have a green name on the Discord as well. And we've got a because we just hit 30 members now, so we need to design a new emoji. So if you've got any ideas for an emoji that you'd like to have to add to our list of emojis, yeah, just post up in there. Or if you want to vote for one as well, because you're a member and you're one of the people who gets to use the emojis, your vote counts double kind of thing. But for everyone else, you also get to use, when we design a new emoji for the YouTube, we'll also put it on Discord so everyone can use it on Discord as well. Not that, who cares, whatever, but I'll tell you guys that. Anyway, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I feel like I'm missing a vampire.
Embrace.
Undeath Ascendant. Dance macabre. Go on.
It will be a mass grave.
Might just fight this one and heal everybody up. So single player and multiplayer seem like different beasts to me, but I never play multiplayer. Yeah, I think about multiplayer sometimes. I think it could be good, but it's like it's hard to explain. It's like it's fun. It's fun in the moment, like you get involved in it, and when you win or lose, like you care more because you know it's real people and stuff like that. But it doesn't have the same like immersion, what's my favorite thing is like multiplayer PvP in MMO, so you can like keep playing on. So there's like a campaign which is like playing the MMO, but then you get to punch on with people as well. That's the ideal situation for me. And also then you can like just grind out hundreds of hours, make your dude like invincible, and so that you've got like an unfair advantage over everybody else.
Isabella.
Because nobody wants to have to compete on the basis of skill when they can get an unfair advantage. Hey there, you're very welcome. I'm not a Discord guy here, just appreciate watching you, it's relaxing. Thanks for the content. Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate your support. Yeah, it's obviously you didn't need to do that. It's like totally free to everybody. So yeah, I do really appreciate it if you want to contribute. Multiplayer was really fun when you've teamed with somebody else in a 2v2. Yeah, actually that would be even more fun. Although single players, like campaigns, also really fun when you team with somebody as a co-op. Like co-oping with people it makes it better because you're both like, I don't know. It's like I feel like with games there's this sort of concept of like agreed value, like basically the game doesn't matter unless you believe that it matters, unless you decide that it matters, and if the game doesn't matter, then you won't get any satisfaction out of it, and so yeah, you want it to matter. So for me, I like, I make up things I want to achieve or stories I want to play out or whatever, yeah, and hopefully that works and it makes it matter for you, and then you'll enjoy it a lot more. You'll be a lot more engaged. Hey, Wake Up Dead, welcome, man. You're another member. Fucking everyone's joined. I feel like so many people are joining lately. Like we've gone from like, it took like 10 months to get up to 20 members, and then we've got like from 20 to 30 in like a month. So yeah, well, welcome. And yeah, everything I just said to Christian Beatty, same goes for you too, Wake Up Dead. Yeah, appreciate it, man. There's you don't need to pay for it. Obviously, it's all free. So I really appreciate you guys that want to contribute. Channel's getting big, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, not really. Like, it's still tiny compared to the big boys, But yeah, it's like 7,000. It's like, it's getting there. It's getting up there. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't think it is exponential, really. Like, I had like, it was like very slow to grow. Then I had a big boost when I had some really good videos that I did. Well, I don't know if they were good videos. They were good ideas for videos anyway. And yeah, then lately I haven't had much time and stuff, so I haven't really been able to put, well, I'm still putting all my spare time into it, but you know, I haven't had the time to really come up with stuff and do any really good creative stuff. So yeah, I feel like the content's kind of gone downhill in a way. Like my skill level at making stuff has probably gone a bit better, but the actual stuff that I'm able to produce is like not as good. So yeah, but I don't know, I think it's just time over time, you know, I'll get better at managing my time and be able to get back to it. Sorry, this is probably the most boring battle ever. The whole point of this was just so I could heal my heroes. There's actually don't even need to be in this battle at all. What was that? Death embraces my... What? Oh shit. I just left... What? I think I just let two of my... No, I just let one of my lords die. That was extremely bad. But wait, but he can't die because he's the initiating lord. Doesn't that mean he has to live? I thought if you were the attacker and you survive, I mean, I thought if you're an attacker and you're by yourself, then you have to live. Isn't that how it works? I think he's still alive. He's got a smidge of health left. Mercy's such a scrub. I know. I was thinking I should turn the speed down so it's not on triple speed, and then I was like, I should turn the speed down so it's on triple speed. And then I was like, oh man, I wish I could click on some shit, but it's too fast. I can't click on anything. And then he was dead. I discovered you while searching for King Arthur new game updates. Hardly wait for more content there too. Yeah, that looks like a cool game. I mean, it's nothing. It doesn't compare obviously to this, but yeah, it's like it's a cool game. I'm definitely into it. Yeah, I hope they expand it a lot more. I feel like it's a bit small at the moment, you know.
Flesh to craft.
I don't know. It's hard to judge yourself. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing as well as I should be doing, basically. Alright, we've got our cap up now. And don't really want knowledgeable. It's not really that good of a trait.
Ready.
I want knowledgeable on lords, but not on heroes.
Yes.
The world drown in blood.
Playing legendary and complete your playthroughs. I can't even finish them because I get steamrolled or I just rage quit. Well, hopefully, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, we can set you up with some good starts that'll make you quite powerful. You know, if you want to go to the vassal cheese, that's pretty powerful. Although I guess it is kind of dangerous because a lot of people hate you and stuff. Yeah, what race do you like playing, Jacob? If you're having a lot of trouble, like you might be able to go for like a race like High Elves because they're kind of easier, but they're not like, I don't know, they're not like easy, but they're yeah, they're easier. They're strong. Yeah, and then they've got a lot of good stuff they can do.
Bow! Swifter than death. More sleep shines.
Who wishes the red kiss?
We need more heroes. I need a double Saxony. Maybe we should go up here. What do I get if I kill Azag? I get something good there, yeah? Oh, you get 30% magic resistance. That's pretty good. Yeah, Norska's really hard. Chaos is a nightmare. Crooked Moon's extremely hard. Wood Elves are pretty hard. Oh, Wood Elves, I mean, the early game's not too hard with Wood Elves, but yeah, they don't like scale that well into late game, I guess. Yeah, you seem to have pick the hardest ones in the game. Jacob, that might be why you're struggling. Norska's for specialized perverts. Chaos is just hard, no. Crooked Moon position is terrible. Wood Elf economy is nasty. What are your favorite races? I think, yeah, Wood Elf's pretty good if you use Striker, I reckon, yeah. Try an easier faction, man, yeah. Yeah, all of the High Elves I think are pretty good. Like Tyrion, Elithanar, and Eltharion. And Imric actually is pretty good too. If you follow my guides for Imric, Eltharion, or Elithanar, some of them are a little bit outdated, but the basic gist of it still works. Then, yeah. You should have a pretty easy campaign with any of those, I'd say. Relatively, anyway. If you're used to playing those factions, it should be easier.
This night.
It is night.
It always throws me for a loop when Elithanar says his name. Why does he say it weird? I need some Saxony. I want some double Saxony. Should I just declare war on Stirland and get it over and done with? Might just dick around here for a little bit more. Elithanar. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Should be Aleth. I reckon. Alright. I wouldn't mind going for this bad boy as well. 30 turns though, it's pretty bad. Are you talking about me or are you talking about him? Are you saying Chaos will get wrecked if they don't wipe out the autotide, or are you saying I'm going to get wrecked? I don't want to get wrecked.
Countess of Sylvania, join me for dinner.
Darkness come. Sylvania greets thee.
Look, I need some more vampires. How do I get out of this situation? Ugh. What's Sterling doing?
Who calls?
Oh, Draka.
All right.
Elizabeth. So this whole strategy predicated on getting a lot of vampires and leveling them up really fast, which is great if you got a double Saxony. Like this situation here would be perfect. Oh. 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 Everyone's taking over all my shit.
My kin, I am pleased thou attendest me. Yes.
This bus is against Avaland. When did that happen? Just because these guys are parked here.
Isabella
Dick. Didn't even do anything. Warfare got a pretty big nerf. Yeah, but he did get that extra cost reduction. I feel like that kind of makes it pretty easy. Like I mean, potentially makes it pretty easy. I don't know. Maybe it's not that good. Alright, let's see what happens if we go over this direction.
Into darkness.
That's too far away.
Yes, my sire. Move! Do not betray me, mortal.
To the shadows. Follow me. March. All shall know me and tremble. I will teach you the meaning of respect.
Respect.
I know the way. Now, moving.
That's such a badass.
Bow before me.
Yeah, we could go for Draco, I guess.
I know my path.
I thirst.
Dance macabre.
Join me for dinner.
Flight. March.
Devious, I like Devious. Receptive's no good.
What? Ready.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, like, if you're playing as Throg, you probably still take the mammoths, right? So the mammoths are still pretty good. And so the mammoths are still going to be pretty good for Wulfric as well. And he's going to be paying 15% upkeep less for the whole game from turn 1. Oh, well, no, not from turn 1, sorry, from whenever he gets it. And it's sort of... It's, yeah, the 15%, I don't know, I feel like that 15% upkeep reduction is pretty good. Oh, you never take mammoths onto this Throg? Oh, maybe that doesn't work then. I followed your guide on getting the Frostworm. Oh, okay, that one's outdated now though, sorry Jacob, but were you able to make it work? I mean, I think you can still make it work, you can't follow the guide, the video guide exactly. You have to kind of do it a bit different. Did you force march on turn 1, or did you just like recruit and then do it on turn 3, sort of like I did, or whatever, like I did in the video? How hard is that battle? Did you get it the first time? What's going on? Bro. Why you want to do me like this? Thought we were friends.
Undeath Ascendant.
King of Darkness. If you think it is wise. I shall go. I shall enslave the world. You dare to ask this of me?
I will do as you ask.
Yeah, force march also wasn't allowing me to move a unit or put Throg into the army. Do you reckon? So you reckon mammoths are not viable now? I I feel like that's probably a bit, you know, a bit alarmist.
Such arrogance.
Like, you can still buff their melee attack in the skill tree, right? So they still hit
Borders.
reasonably well.
Will be placed.
My thralls, track ahead.
This guy's just gonna run away, isn't he? Dick.
Yes, my lord of death. Then go.
This night suits my cause.
Pyrrhic victory. Let's see about that. They suffer the single entity issues such as requiring healing, which Norska doesn't have, and a lack of replenishment in general. Oh really? I thought their replenishment was super high. But yeah, I prefer the troll. I prefer the trolls because you can actually heal them after the battle. I really like the berserkers actually. Obviously they're just early game, but yeah. I just feel like they're so, you know, manly.
I'm in your...
I'll see you, Alec. Have a good rest, man. Especially on the walls? Yeah, I can imagine they'd be pretty good on walls.
At one.
Can you get them reasonably tanky? Like, can they get any physical resistance or anything in addition to the skill that they have?
Vampire. Swiftly.
Choose.
At once. Swiftly. At once. Swiftly. We are the new order. At once. Vampire. We surpass Nagash. Swiftly. At once. Bleed them! The von Carstein's march!
Victory is mine!
Vampire! We are immortal! Your time
Yeah,
has
86
come.
is 86 is pretty good. Can't go wrong with that.
Vampire!
100 melee attack, 86 weapon strength. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I can dig it.
Vampire!
Indeed. You just have to get your, yeah, you have to line up your caster and shoot it directly at forwards, straight forward from him.
All life must end. Blood magic. Isabella.
Yeah, and I started a second stream. I had lunch and then had a break and came back again. Are you gonna attempt to beat Legends Turn 11? What's Legends Turn 11? Confederation?
I need blood. Don't let the zombies bite.
Kill!
Swiftly.
Yes?
Don't stop until they're all dead. Desire. End them. Don't give them an inch. Slay them. The gods have abandoned us.
Does it work like every time Torox fights a battle, he gets like a bit more movement, so he can like get another battle going? Is that kind of how it works?
Vampire! Death to the living! Your time has come! Vampire!
By Van Hell!
To war! End them! To Isabella! Death to the living!
You spend Bestial Rage to get movement. Oh, okay. So when you spend your movement, you lose growth, don't you? You get 100% of your movement back. It seems a bit excessive. No, the skills haven't really come into it much yet. Because it's mainly to do with the diplomacy. Let's get a bit of a bonus for diplomacy. Any growth when you can eliminate an entire faction in one turn. But growth really doesn't matter when with their new currency. Easiest this is Total War for the Legend, yeah. But you can't get any like more powerful units then, can you? You can't get any Minotaurs or anything. You just have to keep using the shitty starting archers or whatever. I wonder if they'll do anything to slow down RORs, baby. Oh yeah, true. You'll be able to get your ROR pretty fast if you fight in 20 battles a turn. But I mean, it's pretty broken, right? Torx, ROR, and Ogres. So he's playing Ogres. Oh, so you think it was like only Legend's skill that allowed him to do that? I sort of, as soon as I heard the description of the army, I thought that's busted. I'm not saying everyone could do it as well as Legend, but I think just the ability to keep getting movement every time you win a battle is pretty obviously fucked. I mean, it's fun and dynamic and, you know, exciting and stuff like that. But like, does it feel like there's any I don't know, like, does it feel like there's any downside to it? You know what I mean? Do a lot of planning. Yeah, I think Legend does do a lot of planning quite often. Just to make sure that his early game goes well. I wish I did that. I just don't have the time. I'm too busy. I think when I get to take leave and I can like kind of play, you know, if I can like play for a few hours during the day, kind of think about what I want to do and stuff, and then kind of, you know, prepare for the streams and stuff like that, then I think I probably enjoy it a lot more. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but it's a bit chaotic and don't always know what I'm doing and stuff like that, you know.
So be it.
Isabella.
Swifter than death. I never tire.
Let us talk.
But yeah, I think
It is done.
yeah, I think I'd like to do that as well. I'd like to plan things out a bit more. Just don't yeah, I just don't have the time at the moment. But yeah, when someone leave, well, hopefully I've got a few days off over the next few days. Over the next few days, I've got a little bit of time off. So hopefully we can
Lord of the night.
have a bit more organization. Looks pretty good. Legend stream, what the fuck, JPEG? Your stream, at least relatable and easy to follow. Legend stream, what the fuck? No, it's broken. Yeah, I assumed it would be pretty broken. But I think CA is fine with that. Like, they don't mind releasing stuff when it's really broken. And it sort of makes sense from a marketing point of view because, like, just say they bring out Torox the Bull, right? And he's got this stupidly overpowered skill set, right? Then, you know, Legend does a campaign where he takes out, like, the whole world in one turn or whatever. And then that gets onto Reddit, you know, everyone's talking about it. Some people are saying it's cool, other people are saying how messed up it is and everything. And it's just heaps of free publicity, you know what I mean? Whereas if they just made it really balanced and stuff, then, you know, Legend plays it, somebody says, oh yeah, Legend played it seemed pretty balanced. And that's it. The story doesn't spread. No one is excited about it or horrified about it or anything, you know. So it makes sense to make some stuff broken when it comes out, just to help the hype train more. Do you have a cat? No, I don't have a cat. My wife is really into animals and stuff. You know how certain types of girls can be, where they're just every type of animal and fucking baby and whatever. They're like fucking all over it. Yeah, she's like that. And yeah, I suggested to her that we could get a cat because I thought that would make her happy. But then, I don't know, we moved into an apartment and we couldn't really do it because we didn't have, yeah, just didn't think it would be very appropriate to have a cat here. It says, so the short answer is no, I do not have a cat. But I probably will have a cat one day. Once I get out of here. I think I want to go for this 10% upkeep reduction. So we'll start with this. Yes, you're right. This is why devs make new things in other games too. Yeah, that's right. Make it OP, then later on they nerf it down. Legion planning plus AI luck. You just happened to run into the AI with triple stacks and you just took down one at a time. Not guaranteed to happen every game. Okay. Alright, this is looking pretty good. I mean, it's not looking that... It's just looking normal, really. But, yeah, so yeah. So I planned to go over here and farm that. Didn't really work out. Hopefully Manfred will get himself into trouble over there. Bro, stop fucking... Excuse me. Alright, let's do it again. Manfred's eating out of my plate. I know. That was meant to be my fucking double saxity. He's not even doing it properly. He fucking occupied it. What a noob. Excuse me. Actually, maybe it was a ruin. I'm not sure if he actually attacked anyone or if he just took over a ruin.
Vampire! Blood frenzy! End them! Isabella von Carstein! Swiftly!
Double sack Avaland Moot. Yeah, the Moot doesn't belong to Avaland though. And I don't want to attack Sterling, but I might have to because I really want this double sack city. And if I don't get it, then I'm going to be extremely vulnerable. Because you need to be, if you go to double sack city, you can outpace everybody. You can just keep getting more vampires, level up the vampires, get more vampires, level up the vampires. You know, so you're getting more of them and they're getting more powerful every turn. Whereas if you don't get the double sack city, then it's all bad, basically.
Leave them! At once! We are the new order! Swiftly! At once!
His lady. Quickly!
Love eternal! Vampire!
End them! It is done! With haste! On death's wings! With haste! Hungry for blood!
struggling.
Can't stop me. I will.
Anything that'll reveal the pre-order race? Well, it won't be for like a month or so at least, because it's still not like, you know, not even finished this DLC cycle yet.
With haste.
They'll only do one at a time, sort of thing.
Death wins. Very well.
What? I understand.
With haste. End them. It is done.
Queen of Death.
Yeah, I really wish I had put more points into. I really wish I had put more points into fucking cast into spells, because now I don't have enough. Just as I suspected would happen. Yeah, I should have gone straight into spells. Damn it.
Vlad von Carstein. Vlad von Carstein.
Your time has come. Chloe! Die, mortal! Die!
Isabella von Carstein.
We surpass Nagas!
Coming right down to the wire.
Blood frenzy!
I will.
I drink their blood!
Vlad von Carstein.
Undeath the sentence!
He's shattered.
Bind me if you dare! Vampire! Curse of years!
Oh, what? Didn't need
I'm
that.
in your thrall! Von Carsteins are the true emperors! Noble of the night! Living
Must be close now.
to war! Crush the breathers at once! I need
It's a rough battle. Yeah, it is pretty rough. It's true.
vampire!
Hopefully they're gonna run out of ammunition soon, and
Carsteins march!
I think we're getting close. If we can just not crumble for another few seconds.
Carstein.
Blood frenzy! Your time has come! I thirst! Swiftly! For Isabella! At once! Swiftly! Bleed them! At once! Swiftly! 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 At once! Swiftly!
Fine. Swiftly. Quickly. Swiftly. Quickly. Swiftly.
How much magic we left? We've still got a fair bit of magic. It's slowly going up. Oh, we got no time limit. What's going on with that? Thought I had time limits on.
At once!
Gun skis. Mwahaha.
Ulrich's teeth retreat.
Living will join us. End them! Death to the living!
a vampire after each bowman. Yeah, that would have worked. Although sometimes when you keep them together, it sort of keeps their morale up higher, because if they had crumbled, it would have been bad. But for what does this vampire DLC change to the vampire counts? Just gives Manfred an extra legendary hero that's a mortal hero, and gives slight tweaks to Isabella and Vlad's skill trees. Nothing really major. The main thing with Vlad is that he gets plus 40 to relations with all Empire factions, with all men, including Empire factions, which is fantastic, because it means that oh, maybe it's just Empire actually, maybe not all. Hey YouTube, how you going, man? Crushed him. Soulblight or Nighthaunt style Lord, or new legendary Lord. Yeah, I don't know. What curveballs do you mean lately? Anything in particular that you think was particularly crazy lately, or what? I think they did Torox really well, hey. He looks just terrifying, doesn't he? That's what you want.
Vlad von Carstein.
For Oxy too. Skin bonuses are crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Oxyidol should be fun. I don't know if he's going to be my gateway into Lizardman. I still haven't quite taken it on. Which is better, Orc Shaman or Night Goblin Shaman, and why? Orc Shaman has Foot of Gork, which is just a massive AoE that can smash whole blobs. But one of the guys was doing some tests saying, I think Headbutt, which I think might be one of the Night Goblin Shaman spells. Or I think there's a couple of the sort of smaller, less impressive spells that are actually pretty good, pretty efficient. Just that Foot of Gork's got the that sort of game-changing potential, you know.
Yes,
you drop it on someone at the right time.
This better be important. My bloodline calls. The world will drown in blood.
Isabella. Night comes. Follow me.
The von Carstein.
Coolness factor there, yeah. I really like the Night Goblin Shamans. I don't really like the Orc, you know, in terms of like looks. Lucas Lietdorf. It's like Marius Lietdorf's son or something. Or horse.
Wipe them.
Goblet Vortex super cheap too, but nothing on Foot of Gork level. Yeah, the Goblet Vortex is that big Pac-Man head, the green Pac-Man head that moves around, yeah? I think that's, yeah, not too bad. I think Headbutt is like a really short little cone spell. Does pretty good damage for its cost.
Empire Lord.
Oof, excuse me.
With haste.
Night Goblin Shaman's faster, I think.
I thirst. Swiftly.
Orc Shaman has access to a mount. Oh yeah, the Goblin Shaman Lord has access to the spider mount, which is pretty cool. But it's only the Lord version. I don't think the normal Night Goblin Shaman gets it. I really like Night Goblins with their you know, ability to get the, if you play as Skarsnik, they can get the poison, the special dripping tips, and also those AoE ball, the fanatics that they can shoot out. Like, they're so good. They just wreck shop. I mean, sometimes they don't. I guess it's a bit random, but like generally they're pretty powerful. The Goblin Shaman Lord, yeah. Skarsnik has a big garrison? What do you mean, he's just that starting minor settlement that he starts off with? Or do you mean like every time he takes over something, it gets a good garrison? And more on Esh and have 70 plus 40 plus, that's pretty rough. Sometimes they get a bit out of control.
Vlad von Carstein. Swiftly.
Shit, getting sleepy. How long is this sun going for? Live 2 hours. Oh, it's only been really short. I feel like we need to at least try to confederate Manfred before I call it quits.
With haste. Swiftly. With haste. Swiftly.
Now we strike! Forward, man!
All shall perish.
Force Albania!
Hey, I reckon it's pretty good. Been destroyed.
Frenzy! Pass of years!
Don't let the zombies bite!
Still these mortars. Oh, well, they were supposed to be shooting in this pile over here, but.
Behold the silver hammer!
Vampire Lord, attack! Rip their souls out.
Take their heads!
I am busy.
Get these guys to take this guy out. I kind of want to get rid of these guys because they're expensive, but they are really, it's really useful having a fast unit that can get around the battlefield. I just don't know how much longer I can keep them alive. Really? Yeah, nice. Fuck him too dead.
The von Carstein's march!
Got him.
Isabella von Carstein!
With haste!
Yeah, I'm kind of passing out, guys. Shit. So, yeah, maybe I had too much lunch. I normally start streaming, I don't know, about 7 hours earlier than this. So yeah, I guess I'm up a bit later than I normally am. Although normally I'll be at work now, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just because I had a big lunch or something, but for whatever reason, I feel like I'm about to pass out. So yeah, I might have to have a break again. But yeah, I'll probably be back on sometime as soon as I'm ready to go again. Yeah, I've got nothing else that I'd rather be doing, so as soon as I've had a little bit of rest, I'll be back again. Sorry, I keep you know, getting you guys amped up and then just disappearing again, just as we start to build up some momentum. But yeah, I'm kind of struggling. But yeah, just to recap, it's basically this skill line. So all the stuff that was along the top here, it's going to be moved down into this skill line, and some of it's been changed a bit. So the Cloud of Horror is pretty familiar. Speed, campaign movement, Strider, the experience gain, Covenant of Undeath. Then this mesmerizing aura, we had this before, but now it improves aura of Dark Grandeur as well. So you get this +6 melee attack, +4 leadership. I think that's changed. I don't remember it being like that before. And this is the bit that's excited me. +40 relations with the Empire, and +15% range and missile strength for ranged units, but that's not really a big deal. Also got this Storm of Night ability that you can use on flying targets, and then you got monstrous strength, +10% weapon strength for Lord's Army, sundering attacks for Vlad, so he penetrates armor, and +5 base weapon damage. Vlad's actually got pretty high armor piercing anyway, but if you can sunder and get a bit more of that base damage in there, I guess that's pretty good. And it probably helps the vampires do more damage because they're not armor piercing. But yeah, everything else is pretty much the same. And Isabella has kind of just had her skills worked around a little bit. She's still got the same kind of theme. Everything's the same down here, but she's just got these skills are all kind of separate things. They're all part of a chain now. So this is +8 leadership and melee attack for direwolves and fellbats. This is the hunger for direwolves and fellbats, so they're a little bit more durable. +5 armor piercing weapon damage, which is quite good for like a low damage unit. Plus the hero capacity, which is good. Faster cooldown to Red Fury and Bloodlust. Which, yeah, I think Red Fury is actually quite good because it gives +18% vigor. So, yeah, you can cast that on either yourself or an ally and kind of refresh them if they're really exhausted. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I got to crash, guys. Sorry, I'm going to have to have another rest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out some more vampires soon. And yeah, the campaign seems basically the same. It's just that +40 relations with Empire is going to let me do my crazy Vlad Empire thing a bit easier and I just need to take out Reichlin really early so it doesn't confederate everybody, and then I can kind of move in as the Emperor, hopefully. Yeah, choose. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks to everyone for coming and supporting the streams and being involved in the conversation. It's been fun, and we will be checking out some more of the FreeLC update stuff later today, whenever after I've had a nap. All right, catch you guys. Thanks a lot.